Hello Curious and welcome back. It's been a few months now since the tragic accident on the set of the movie Rust, where as a result of an accident that is still under investigation, Alec Baldwin had fired from a prop weapon that ended up having live rounds and injured the film's director and took the life of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. Since then, Baldwin has been trying to lay low, yet recently he made headlines as news broke that the family of a Marine who lost his life in Afghanistan had decided to file a defamation lawsuit against the actor. But what exactly happened for them to take this action? Will there be any serious consequences against the 30 Rock's actor? What other serious controversies has he been involved in the past, and could this time the actor end up in jail? Have there been any updates in the Rust set accident? And why are some fans concerned that the actor is changing? Stay with us to find out what is going on with the star, but before we continue, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. When Halyna Hutchins lost her life on a set of Rust, it sparked a worldwide debate about the safety measures taken on sets to protect not only the talent, but also those working behind the scenes. And while everyone mourned the passing of their colleague, it is still not 100% known what had happened on that fateful day. Yet some latest updates seem to suggest that Alec might not be as cooperating with the police as he had been claiming to be. According to an article by the BBC, in the past week, Baldwin had turned his phone over to authorities in New York as part of the investigation, but it was revealed that the actor wasn't as helpful as it was previously reported. Around the same time, Santa Fe County Sheriff's spokesperson had spoken of LA Times and told the publication that they intend to gather data like text messages and voicemails off the headset. While the actor's attorney claims that his client is innocent, it has not been revealed what exactly the police are looking for on his phone. Here it is also worth pointing out, since the accident took place, Baldwin, as well as the producers, has had 2 lawsuits filed against him by staff working on the movie. One was Sergei Svetnoy, the head of Lightning, who alleges negligence over a bullet that narrowly missed him. And the second by Mamie Mitchell, the film's script supervisor, who claimed the script had never required the actor to fire the shot. Though for now, the outcome of those suits is not known. But they are not the only ones. So if you would like to know what went down on the day of the accident and who is having fingers pointed at them, you can check out our previous video by clicking on the link above. Though for now, make sure to stay with us until the very end to find out the latest controversy surrounding Alec. But putting the Rust set tragedy aside for a moment, there is a whole new controversy that includes the actor and one that could see him face some legal repercussions. But let's find out what exactly happened that led to the motherless Brooklyn actor getting hit with a lawsuit. According to court documents, Riley McCollum, aged 20, had lost his life outside of Afghanistan's international airport in an August 26th attack as US military troops were working on getting the evacuees to be flown out of the country following the Taliban takeover. In the lawsuit, it was revealed that following his passing, Baldwin had come across Royce, the Marine's sister, on Instagram and had sent her a $5,000 donation to go to Riley's widow and their baby. While that gesture was most certainly appreciated, that wasn't what warranted the suit. As per People, earlier in January, Baldwin had allegedly accused Royce of participating in the Capitol riots, calling her an insurrectionist and a Jan 6th rioter in a private Instagram DM and reposting her photo of the event to his own account telling her, "I reposted your photo, good luck." Despite the fact the photo has since been deleted, fans of Baldwin had already flocked to the 22-year-old's account, writing her hateful comments under her posts, as well as in DMs. According to one screenshot of an alleged message that she shared to her page, people had been telling Royce that they hope that she loses her life and gets intimately abused. If you want to know more about what went down during the riots, you can check out a previous video by clicking on the link above. The woman did state that while she didn't attend a protest at the Capitol on that day, she was not involved in any of the riots and has been cleared after an interview with the FBI. The complaint further goes on to talk about the comment underneath her photo from Washington DC on that day that Baldwin left, which allegedly read, "Are you the same woman that I sent the money for your sister's husband who was killed during the Afghanistan exit?" The woman called the actor's comments false, outrageous, defamatory, irresponsible, vindicative, and alleged that the backlash caused them severe emotional distress. In the suit, the family is seeking $25 million plus legal fees in damages. But with these 3 suits against the actor, could it be that he will face consequences for his alleged actions? While at the time that is unknown, it is worth pointing out that for years Baldwin has had a history of somewhat aggressive behaviour after being involved in a number of controversies in the past. Of course, some of the most famous altercations involving Baldwin that had taken place also featured photographers. The first one dates back to 1995, and at the time, the actor allegedly assaulted a photographer that was recording his now ex-wife and their 3-day-old daughter as they returned home from the hospital. According to media reports at the time, the Blue Jasmine actor had to pay damages to the man after he had not only broken his glasses and nose, but also sprayed his truck with shaving cream. A similar story happened in 2013 when police officers were called in after Baldwin was apparently involved in an altercation with a professional photographer outside his apartment in New York City, and once again because he was taking photos of his second wife Hilaria. This had later resulted in a cancellation of his talk show, Up Late with Alec Baldwin, on MSNBC after just 5 episodes. But where the actor's hot-headed behaviour is concerned, it's not just photographers that get into some hot situations with the actor. Back in 2011, staff on an American Airlines flight got to experience it too. According to news reports at the time, the actor had refused to stop playing the game Words with Friends on his phone and turn it off prior to takeoff. And according to reports from the airline reps, he had verbally assaulted the flight attendant. Though in the end, as a result of his actions, Alec was removed from the flight. Later on his Twitter, he would claim that the stewardess had singled him out, and while he apologised to fellow passengers for the delay that he caused, he would not extend it towards the airline staff. In 2019, Baldwin was accused of trying to punch another driver during a row over a parking spot that took place outside of his apartment building. Despite the fact that the actor's lawyer had previously stated that the star would be vindicated by video evidence, Alec later pleaded guilty during a court hearing and agreed to complete a 1-day anger management class. However, he later sued the victim for defamation, claiming his bogus account of the attack had led him to being falsely imprisoned and charged with a crime that he did not commit. Baldwin was also arrested in 2014 after allegedly yelling abuse at a cop who tried to book him for riding a bike the wrong way up a street in New York. Many internet users who since the accident on the set of Rust were already pointing the blame fingers at Baldwin had highlighted his behaviour as evidence that the actor should face consequences for his actions because he already has a track record. Even his own daughter, when she was 11 at the time, wasn't safe from her father's remarks. In a highly publicised story, back in 2007, the actor left an angry voice message to his daughter who at the time lived with her mother. It was revealed that at the time Ireland failed to answer his calls, and so in the leaked message he said, "You are a rude, thoughtless little pig. You don't have the brains or the decency as a human being." In his defence, the actor claimed that feeling alienated as a father was the reason for his actions, and while the two are now on better terms, Alec has admitted that the situation had left a scar on their father-daughter relationship. To add to all that, the 30 Rock actor was also known to get into arguments with internet users online and often went on rants on his Twitter, which over the years, several times, had caused him to deactivate and reactivate his account. He once notably told an Instagram user to shut the f up and mind your own business in a response to a query about the birth of his and Hilaria's 6th child. Now, speaking of his wife, prior to the accident on a movie set, as well as the most recent alleged comments, many had noted that over the past few years, Hilaria had been a calming presence in her husband's life and a good influence on him. But despite that, some fans of the actor are worried that he is once again changing and not for the better, and that it could lead to some serious trouble and possibly even arrest. While some internet users keep pointing fingers at him for the movie set accident, claiming that he should go to jail for what he did, for the time being, it is unknown as to what exactly will happen. With the Rust lawsuits, the case is still under investigation for the time being to determine what actually went wrong and who was at fault. As for the recent defamation lawsuit from the Marine's family, right now, Baldwin's reaction to the suit is unknown. So curious, what are your thoughts about Alec Baldwin case? Do you think the family of the Marine is right to sue the actor? Do you think that his behaviour is changing? In your opinion, was he at fault during the Rust accident? And should he face consequences for his actions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.